Yo, hello. Sorry about that. The button, I pushed it. Anyway, hopefully you guys are doing well, having a good evening. We're back. It was a crazy day, but it's okay. It's going to be okay. Hopefully you guys are doing well and having had a great day. I had a pretty good day. It wasn't too bad. Life was a little crazy, and that made things not as fun as it could have been. But that's life. Yesterday I got on. I decided I just didn't want to stream. I was not feeling the greatest. As some of you know, I've been fighting some illnesses that I don't have much control over. I got some tick-borne stuff that I'm working through. And yeah. Hopefully you guys are not too upset about the frequency of the streams, but things have been going well. I've been enjoying that. I've been enjoying playing Star Citizen a lot. It's kind of hooked me a little bit. I feel like I've kind of almost figured out a lot of the game. Like I said, last night I got on, I did some cargo hauling. I thought that'd be boring to watch because I was literally just going back and forth between two things. I think eventually I'd like to get a huge ship, and that might be more fun to do a big cargo haul or something like that. But yeah, I think tonight we're gonna get into some salvaging. I might have enough money to buy a ship, so we'll look into that. And yeah, we're got a friend on the line. We're gonna do some salvaging together. I'm not really sure how we're gonna do it, but it's gonna happen. Let's see. Let's get in the chat and see how he's doing. Turn that on. Yo, how's it going?
Hello. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Just getting up in Area 18. How much money do I have?
I'm still at it on the...
I have more than enough money to buy a ship.
I sent you $1 million.
Oh, that's why I have more than enough money.
Oh, great.
How much did you have?
Huh? I have 100,000.
Oh, why did you give me all your money?
Because I can earn more. it really... I don't... Like I said, the only thing there really is to spend money on is ships, and I've got ships.
Yep.
So, you know what I mean?
Yep. Let's see. I need to go to the star. What is that called? Astra something? Astra.
Yep.
Whatever that place is.
I do know, actually.
No, I didn't get out of the elevator fast enough. Lame. It would be so funny, like in the finished game, if you don't get out of the elevator fast enough, you risk it like going to another floor without you.
That would be good.
Like, the elevators shouldn't be instanced. Like, we should have to share all the elevators. That would be a fun experience.
Oh, good God.
I think that would be fun. Maybe it wouldn't be.
I wish they'd get to the point where hangars aren't instanced. You know, I get why they have to do that, but eventually...
Well, they just would need to make a lot more hangars then. Like, there'd have to be more.
Exactly, but that's the point, and it gives them scarcity and importance. You know, there will be, like, on planets and stuff like that where the cities and buildings or procedures you generated, you're supposed to be able to, like, go rent an apartment, you know, like in real life.
I need to go this way.
I think it'll be the same thing with hangars. Like,
Sure.
They're going to have to build out the stations because hangar services, the drones, the cargo storage and stuff, they'll have to make, like, a...
Yeah, it would also be nicer if there were less instances. Because I feel like I don't see enough other players. If they want this to feel like an MMO, they gotta figure that out.
Well, and they've just got to the point where they've been merging more servers together. Before, it was only like, what were we, like 30 people to a server, and then they grew it to 100. So they've been working on that part. I can't get station services to answer my freaking radio. I can't get out of the hangar.
Argo? No, it's not Argo.
What are you looking for? Drake? Vulture?
No, I'm looking for the...
I sent you an invite.
Looking for the Vulture.
Drake Vulture is the manufacturer.
Can I not buy it here at...
are you at New Deal or?
I'm at Area 18.
Let's look. Drake, Walter, Spell.
Or John.
Where are you?
I just don't. What? Why limit where you can buy shit? I just don't.
Mm.
I guess I'll go real quick.
So it's 2.646 million. Stanton, Lorville, Tisa, Spaceport, New Deal. Yeah, New Deal has it. So you'll have to go to Lorville.
Okay. I hit delete because I'm almost out of water anyway. I go up to the station so I don't have to worry about walking all the way across a very large area. This is where we're at, chat. What's funny is people in the YouTube videos call this fast travel. Like, no, this is death. Oh, I cover up the location when I do that. Where's my mouse?
They're talking to me. There you are. All
I
right.
have not received an invite. If you sent one.
Oh, you really didn't? Interesting.
Oh, look at that, chat. My vitals are fully restored. Like magic. Not to mention the fact that they don't make it easy to find the thing that both, like, the foods aren't equal. Which,
No,
given that
neither-
they have
neither
put no effort into making foods available in the game, that's just messed up.
Welcome to the ASOS
I would say until you can get a mod on your wait, how do I have a Kruger Merlin?
That's our.
Oh, it finally showed up then. Interesting.
Yeah, that's your
Vehicle
reward.
selected.
Or
Stand up. Your vehicle has been delivered
My
to
snub
the
fighter that's
location.
worthless.
Please visit us again.
it's fun. It's free. It's a good LTI token for later.
Sure. It's too bad the Constellation Taurus is $400. That's too much.
It's not. I think it's like 175.
Really?
Huh?
We'll see how long I play the game. Because I think this is going to be a game where I'm going to play out for a while, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, I have gotten the things that I want, and they haven't given me any new activities, so I'll be back.
Well, I feel like there's so many, like, at the end when it's all, like, done, there's going to be so much to do.
I feel like they need to give you an objective.
Oh, gosh. Don't say that.
Just because there is a lot to do, yes, but there isn't enough. There isn't, like, overarching objectives to get. You know, like in Valheim, where it's like kill the bosses. Right? Like they give you a thing where if you do the thing, you get a reward, which makes that sandbox. It pushes you to do the next thing rather than just do whatever you want. I feel like they need some sort of overarching objective. They need something. I've heard a lot of people say the upper rep ranks aren't good enough. So maybe that's the answer. I don't know. All right, where do I need to go? You said
Lorville,
Lorville.
and then to New Deal.
Better not be a green New Deal. I have New Babbage, HDMI, Lorville. Lorville is not coming up either. How do I spell that? There's Lorville. Got it. And I think making
Pyro Gateway, people have just abandoned a bunch of ships. There's like 5 or 6 ships just sitting here,
Just
waiting
hanging
to be
out.
salvaged.
I think the game could do a lot to make it easy, make itself a little more accessible, but not in such a way that would ruin things.
I do kind of appreciate the fact that there will be a slight bit of learning curve, so it can hopefully get thin out the poser community. You know what I mean?
I mean, sort of, but if there's nobody in an
just-
MMO,
Huh?
if it's pointless to be an MMO if nobody's playing.
I just read a deal yesterday that was talking about for Squadron 42 that potentially they're in talks now of that being cross-platform.
Why does it need to be cross-platform? I thought it was single player. Is there
Exactly.
co-op?
Well, huh? No, it's single player.
So why does it need to be cross? Like, are they just looking for like cross save?
It might, well, because it's a hop, skip, and a jump to doing cross-play for this. Because what they develop there, they can throw into this. It's typically
I mean,
flowing.
yes, but this game has a lot to do for optimization if they want to run it on a console.
And they will eventually. They haven't really even talked optimizing much at all.
I doubt you could even get 10 frames on a PS5. Like my 4080 struggles. Like I was doing cargo runs yesterday. In Area 18, I was getting like 10 or 15 frames landing. And it's like, there's really not even that much here. What is this game trying to render that I'm getting 10 frames with a 4080?
I don't know, but damn, it was good.
Are we rendering the bottle of water in every person's backpack? You know, like that's part of the problem with Tarkov is they actually physically render every single bullet in the server.
Actually, yes, that is true of this game. They were rendering. They've had to go back and like redo it. So you know say like the Idris. Imagine that ship. Imagine all the people in that. Imagine all the gear that they could have.
Yeah,
all
you
of
gotta
that.
not like every client doesn't need all that information.
Correct. So they were going back doing passes to work on that kind of stuff too. Because I remember the first events. You know how they just had the Javelin or the Idris before. When they would bring it out, it would just like lag up
Yeah.
everybody.
And that's why they can't.
If not crash the servers.
Yeah, that's why they can't optimize Streets of Tarkov anymore, like that map, because it's such a huge map. They made it extremely detailed, so it'd be pretty to look at. And on top of that, it's one of the largest PMC counts. And so it's just the mountain they have to climb to optimize that's ridiculous because there's just so much going on. Everybody's like, well, you got to fix it. You got to fix it. And it's like, I don't know what to do. So, yeah. So there's a station called New Deal, or is it on the ground?
In the city Lorville, there'll be a shop called New Deal.
Oh, gotcha.
All right. I also found something interesting. Cargo. What did you carry?
Well, you should salvage those ships. Well, whilst you're waiting, get some money.
Yeah, that's.
Don't wait for me.
I found a whole A over here, and he looks like he's loaded up with some cargoes. So I was trying to scan him and see what the hell he's carrying.
Just abandoned?
Yeah, just hanging out. Dude, there's all kinds of abandoned ships at the Pyro Gateway. It is ridiculous.
Like, is it a crime stat to go on those ships?
No.
And like, how do you know they're abandoned? Is it like because they're powered down or something, or?
Yeah, I'm scanning them. Because that can also tell me what they've got in their inventory. And what are you carrying, my friend?
The screens in this ship are so small.
carrying 257 SEU of food.
Ooh. Maize sells for. I bet that's a lot of money.
Remember me telling you about maize? Yeah,
Yeah.
maize and wheat legs. Oh, good God. But this is just food, so it's trash. I'm kind of confused why this person's carrying so much. Unless it's
It's probably a
just
contract.
a pure commodity, yeah.
Ooh.
Let's go see if I can salvage him now. He may have his shields up. See if I see an EM signature.
Wow, Lorville is a hopping place here.
Yeah, his shields are down, dude. I mean, yeah, Lorville. What was interesting that used to have some interesting Hearst and interesting gravity, and the wind. The planet's surface wind was so weird because sometimes it would just blow like that within the station, just like you were outside. Oh, that's craziness. That's one of the older planets.
Oh, vertical hangars? Chat, this is the worst. Enough with the warnings that I'm leaving the safe zone. I get it.
I'm getting the friendly fire warnings.
Am I even big enough for the hole here, chat?
That's what she said. Sorry.
It's fine. And just like, I just freaking hit the hangar door on the way down because there's really no good way to do these vertical.
You can go in nose first.
Yeah, but then you like run the risk of like hitting, and the camera's not really good about. Okay. At least we got in before the doors closed, chat.
Were you in F4 mode?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I was just like trying to do it that way, but like you think you're over it and you're just not. It's like, what the heck? I'm live on YouTube if you want to see. As always,
Sure.
Twitch as well, but Twitch is, nobody cares about Twitch.
That's why I apologize. 'Cause I don't know
Nobody
about
cares.
Twitch
No,
stream.
nobody cares. It's okay. This is late night. Be yourself.
Okay,
If I didn't want you to talk, I would mute you.
fair. All right, let's see. How do I? There you are.
Come on. Call the elevator. Why is this interface different? Strange. The
I'm just
button
seeing
is
you go to the
different.
elevator. Oh yeah, they've got their own styles at different planets, different areas. Like
Why do the hangars look exactly the same then?
they don't.
Seems pretty close to
They-
me.
They're different design as well. I mean, every like major planet has its own little kind of style.
Elevators to hangars, interplanetary,
New
domestic.
Babbage. Looks like plasticky white stormtrooper.
These are commercial flights. I don't want to go that way. I'm guessing I need to take mass transit to somewhere. Oh wait, new deal right here. Drake Interplanetary. It's right there on the wall. I want that one. Sales rep. Here I am. I want that one.
Go to the console and get it.
I know. I'm just
Oh,
like
okay. I was trying to help.
the game's trying to be realistic, but there's nobody here to sell me anything. There's nobody bombarding me at the door with, "Do you want to buy a ship today?" Well, yes, exactly. Is that a dead guy right there, chat? Oh no, he's alive.
What'd you do?
Nothing. I walked through Area 18 and there was like six dead naked people.
Yep.
I was like, that's fun. Why was there not a console? Where is it? It's not that way.
Guess what they just got
That's-
through doing all the way to death? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Well, I stood there. I was like, what am I looking at here?
Human Centipede, the before chapters.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Where are these? Oh, he's just scooting on across. It's okay. It's just this is how it goes. All right. Bye. Did you see that guy?
Let me alt tab back.
You may have to back up before I get to there. Drake Interplanetary. I want.
My stream is not loading.
What? Not working for
There
me.
it goes.
Color Drake Vulture 2.646 million. Okay, cool.
2.6.
Where do I buy the parts?
That you come to where I'm at. Come out to
He's
the.
doing it again.
What is it?
There he goes, chat. Just crawling on the ground.
That's funky. come out to where I'm at, the Pyro Gateway, the station out here, has the shop that sells these. That's why I'm still out here actually. And then there's free ships to gobble, so I was eating these.
Look, what? This all these naked people. This guy has a really bad spray tan.
Very peculiar.
That guy has a really bad spray tan. Okay, thank goodness. I thought that was the epidemic, was the spray tans.
That's probably why he killed himself.
I mean, that's a pretty egregious spray tan, chat. Almost
Yeah,
Trump
that.
level. Okay.
Almost.
Oh, and this is where I came from. Oh wait, elevators to hangars. That would be to the left. I did not see a ship deal though. Oh, there's one in my hangar. That's not a medium hangar, is it? The Vulture, or is
No.
that a small hangar? Okay.
It'll be small. However, you could
happens-
summon it either.
So you can summon, so it will just tell you it's in a different hangar.
What do you mean?
So if I'm in a small hangar, and I summon a ship that takes a medium hangar, it will summon it just to another hangar.
If you're in a small hangar, it will only show you ships you can summon in a small hangar. If you're in a medium, it'll show you
Okay.
medium and small. If you're in the main lobby, it'll show you everything.
Yes. Okay, that's what I figured. Okay. All right, Mr. Titan, you're gonna go away.
Vehicle retrieval system.
Store.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
The Atlas got destroyed because the ship went away. Retrieve.
Sir, your vehicle, please visit us again.
Retrieve. And then I need to go to Pyro, so let's go ahead and set a waypoint for that. Oh, I can't do
What's
that because I'm
going
not
on
in the
with
ship.
Holyfelt? Charlotte?
Oh, you didn't hear about him?
Uh-uh.
Nothing. He just hadn't got his internet turned on yet. I'm assuming.
Well, I said he was moving.
I just helped. Yeah, I spent like 8 hours helping him move on Sunday. We got most
Oh,
of this
that was
stuff.
fun.
So I'm guessing he's probably got it all done now. He's probably just not got his internet totally turned on yet. Yeah, dude, it was a lot of work.
Dude, my kids cannot exist without
I hate
PBS
moving.
Kids. Internet's like main priority.
It's hard, dude. When I didn't have power for what, 12 hours or whatever last Saturday, it was
You were
like,
jonesing.
well, yeah, 'cause like, what do you do? I sat on the front porch and played guitar a lot and did chores and, you know. But then you're like, there's no
At
power.
least you got to practice your guitar.
I play a little
Yeah.
every day.
What kind of guitar do you got?
Acoustic electric. It's an Ibanez Tallman.
Ibanez
just
are good, yeah.
strings on it.
I had an Ibanez Les Paul.
Oh, those are nice, yeah.
We're going to Pyro Gateway.
They're about as close to a Gibson Les Paul as you can get, I think. Ibanez.
Did you say Pyro Gateway?
Uh-huh. Fire Gateway.
Sorry to interrupt.
Although Epiphone makes a decent Les Paul.
I'm partial to Taylor myself, but
Taylor makes a really good acoustic.
They make really good acoustic guitars, yeah. Well, the solid wood is all the difference on an acoustic.
well, the way they do pickups as well is unique. It sounds really good amplified.
Hmm.
So I was an audio engineer for a lot of my life. Oh boy,
Cool.
why is the ship so clumsy? Okay, phew. But yeah. And then I didn't want to tour, and I needed to make more money for my family, so I stopped doing that full time. Oh, turn that on. Is there a number that the atmosphere stops? Is it like 6 kilometers or something everywhere, or is it different in every
It's
place? you go?
different. Yeah, different on different planets.
That's confusing.
Yeah.
It
one
makes
place-
logical sense, but
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, exactly. You'll get used to it. It won't be too bad. Like some of them are like way short. I feel like 11,000 is the average.
jump in here, to go there, to go here.
All right, I just ate the entire hole off of the hole.
Nice. I am 29G away.
29G.
I will land at the station probably. And where do you go to buy the parts? Can you do that from
There's
the
a store in the station.
And does it
Can you go
does
to
it
a-
automatically install it, or is that all in that same interface?
No, I'll have to coach you through that.
God have mercy. Can't just be simple.
Well, it takes seeing. It's not too bad.
If only there was a console in your hangar that would allow you
Yeah.
to manage the parts on your ship.
Or you just install it manually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
it's physicalized, and that's where things will be.
I'm the captain of a ship, David. I don't have time to manually install things.
All right, Karen.
I have Well, I had $3 million.
Damn it, Jim.
Technically, you had two and one of mine.
I had 2.3 million.
I'm just kidding.
I was really proud of those runs I did yesterday. I don't think I would do. I need to come up with a more fun way to do that.
That was good money.
Yeah, I needed to find different runs because like the run up to Area 18 is only 50,000 and it's a garbage. It's like more than the Andromeda I had could run, the Constellation Andromeda, and so I was like stacking it in and then closing the pod bay door or closing the door, and it would just sit there and rattle the whole time because it's like crushing itself. But there's no way else, and it coming back, it was like 7 contracts that are 50,000 apiece.
Oh yeah.
But it was like 81U containers.
That's salvage for the most part. That's vulture salvaging. You will end up with so many 1USU containers. What they need is a function in the cargo hangar or cargo elevator.
There needs to be a guy
whatever
standing
you
there.
have
It's like, would
stored
you
in
like
there-
me to unload your stuff for 5,000 credits? Why, yes,
Oh,
sir.
I mean, well, I would like the ability to store it, but then when you call it back out, you print them in the size you want. I want one 32 SCU container instead of 32 1 SCU containers.
We both know that the warehouse doesn't ever do anything
I know.
in all applications.
Yup.
Oh, the pyro didn't render. I don't. Are we in the same group?
I sent more invites. I think
Maybe I didn't accept. I didn't see it pop up.
I'll try it again. This is the last time, buddy.
Comms.
Come on.
Pending. There's no pending.
Come on. I just sent you 4 or 5 invites.
Invite to party.
Okay, let me get out of my mobiGlass. I see your invite.
And I just.
5 invites.
I'm probably gonna have to like disconnect and reconnect to get in your shard, right?
Oh, you didn't join off of me?
I thought I did. Oh no, I didn't when I logged in. No, I didn't. No. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Well, let me get this
Sure.
part thing and then I'll disconnect.
Okay.
Oh wait, do I need to like set my bed out here or something to come back to here?
No. As long as you log out in the station.
Okay.
You could also log out in the Vulture.
Yeah, I'll probably do that because then it will bring me back inside the Vulture, right?
In theory.
Well, you have a bed there. It would save me the
Assuming
run.
no glitches. I mean, if everything works as intended, yeah.
Big bucks, no whammies. Oh shoot, this is on the inside ring. Reverse thrust. What the? Okay. You know what the best tip from that cargo movie was? Obviously, it's like lean on your boosters to get you to stations faster, but never aim at a hard object.
Absolutely, that is absolutely right. So that is one of the best lessons.
That was
right
like
there
that
is
feels like that was
don't
learned.
Aim at a station, aim above it or beside it, never at it. You'll be pointed at it going way too fast, and then by the time you realize you're fucked, you're fucked. Yeah. And
I was
then
like,
somebody.
that's a good idea.
Meanwhile, somebody inside the station goes, What was that popping sound as you collide into the station?
Yeah.
Yeah. So fun.
Am I not? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's turn thrusters off. We'll leave the ship on. Let's landing. I don't know how I don't have quant to refill, but for a 20G flight, oh, I guess it was just super efficient. Okay. I don't like that. Can I get out of the ship without sitting in the chair, chat? Can I just go out the door? Yeah, there we go. Okay. And I need to go to a store. Did I just like hurt my legs, chat? Nope, I didn't. I jumped off the front of my ship and it gave me this giant red reticle. I was like, did I just break my legs? Is this Tarkov?
I've hurt
talking
myself.
like you think that they're gonna make a console game of Star Citizen?
That was what it was kind of alluding to.
Apparently they're going to try to make Squadron 41 or 42 or whatever crossplay.
Oh, that's really not Star Citizen though. That's just the.
It's the same engine though, isn't it?
Yeah, and what they do in Squadron, because basically Squadron's almost like their test environment, in my opinion. So what they develop for it, then they end up bringing over to here once they've proven it.
Yeah, but the big world has got a lot more rendering than just the Squadron.
Oh, sure. That's
I
like
mean,
encapsulated.
That was my point, was they have a lot of optimization to do to make it work on a console
Yup.
and run at any frame rate that matters. Okay, so this is a general station layout. I am looking for stores or shops.
So you want to get the green elevators, and the Galleria is probably where you want to go.
Oh, the Galleria. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
Usually where the ship stores or the specialty stores are.
That must have been back there. What's going on back there? Just having a moment.
Just having a moment.
What's the cargo center?
About the only thing I ever use it for is buying multi-tools, and if I need a scab set of armor, there's really not too much going on down there yet. That's why I was saying, I think later when you're using station services to move cargo around, I think then that becomes more of a fully fledged area.
Mm-hmm. There's...
They've got a...
These better be real things. This is worth spending time on.
What's that?
The video games in the stations and having high scores that are linked.
Wouldn't that be
That's
cool?
worth doing.
What if you could get one on your ship, if you got a big enough ship?
100%. Let me put one on my ship.
In your mess hall? Yeah.
I have my own like rec area.
Heck yeah.
I'm assuming I need to go.
The 890, some of them in the captain's chambers, they've got like chess table or chess games.
It's like storage access. What's back here?
Oh, 890 jump, yeah.
What's the name
You
of the
done that
store I'm
mission
looking
lately?
for?
I can't remember, but lucky there aren't usually too many stores.
Oh, there's a lot of stores here.
Well, I mean that actually are real stores.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the one I'm looking for?
I don't remember the name of it.
Well, aren't you just a bag of helpful information?
I mean, I got you in the zip code.
It's correct.
Like when you look in the store, you'll see it looks like ship components.
I saw a commodities thing.
Yeah, not that. That's the either admin. That's probably admin.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like food stores back here. I'm gonna guess this is not what we're looking for.
It's probably upstairs, by the way.
Well,
When you come up the
all
elevators, second floor.
okay.
That's.
There's nothing on the upstairs up here, but that doesn't mean this is not the right place. I think this is all food. It's like a food court type situation. A
Roger.
juice bar. Can I get the juice that's magical? No.
The magic juice.
Just get some of these.
Beans, the musical fruit.
What's the name of the juice that's both food and water?
That orange-looking stuff.
Okay.
What is that called?
What
I
the
can't
heck
remember
is
the name
going
of it.
on?
There's
Why can't
also
I
a
go
yellow one
straight?
that does it. There's actually kind of a few of them that'll do you that way.
What the heck is going on? Am I on like free look or something? Why can't I go straight? What?
Hmm?
I can't like turn. I can only go.
Push Z.
Oh, thank God. No, that's. Yeah, it won't turn my body. The
Try...
Z, the free look is, but yeah, it like won't turn my body.
Yeah.
I'm like stuck going in one direction.
That's strange. Try crawling.
Uh,
I feel like I've had this happen before too.
I'm nowhere close a thing, and if I kill myself, then I'm going to be in a whole nother sector again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, wherever your hospital bed's at.
All right. The vulture has another full belly.
And of course, I still don't know where I'm going. This is the frustration that they need to work out. And like when you land at a station, you should just automatically be able to spawn there, like at their med bay.
Well,
That's
Yep.
what it used to be.
That's the way it should be.
auto though.
Yeah. Or maybe you have the option, like it asks you immediately. Especially if they're going to have glitches like this in the game. Like,
Yeah.
is this the right thing? Maybe there's like parts on the wall. Oh, no, this is like guns and stuff, maybe. Oh, no, M6A cannon. Is this place probably
Yeah.
only sells guns, though,
Yep.
right?
That's it. Go to just search in there for.
I can't turn
Arms on
around. Ah! I have no idea. This is so frustrating. This game. I guess I should go in there and then free look at it, I guess, maybe. How do I
Go
gotta
to the
strafe
console and do a
sideways?
search for a braid.
This is like ship weapons.
Just go do a search for a braid. Then you don't have to worry about filtering.
I think this is only weapons.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sure. I
A
couldn't
B
tell
R
if
A
you're
D
hearing me
E.
or not.
I think this is
No,
only
I
weapons.
cannot hear you. And I didn't hear you asking me if I hear you.
I could. I just want you to hear me. Not. I could.
I think this is only weapons. I don't think there's tools here. Yeah. Missile racks, cannons, repeaters. This is not the
Wrong
place.
store then.
Okay, I gotta figure out how to move. Come on.
Maybe it is
just
on the friggin' cargo area.
Snaps me back. This is just
Maybe that
ship weapons.
I don't think that's true though.
What's up, Bakeem? You ever had this glitch where you can't turn your torso and like rotate your body? Because I don't know how to get out of this, and I can't see where I need to go so that I can like friggin' navigate and find this stupid store because I can only face that direction.
Suicide can come back.
Equip multi-tool. Oh, thank God. Oh, that's... Nope. Yeah, did that actually do it? Yeah. Nope. It didn't do it. Well, it
What is
Nope.
it?
Yep. Nope.
yeah,
Good
because
old
it let me turn and then it immediately cut me off again. See how like it's still pulling? I'm walking this way and it's running.
Try, what is it? Like the asterisk key on your number pad to reset views that aren't default
The asterisk key?
on the keypad.
Yeah, that's not doing anything.
All right, try F4 a few
Oh.
times to go in and out of third
First
person.
person. Third person. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see because like I
And
can
the free look
see.
still works okay there.
See, like, look at this right here. My torso's moving. My legs don't turn.
Crawl.
Okay, do me this real quick. In your inventory.
I'm in
You
some
got a food or
NPC
a drink?
cutscene. Yes,
Okay. Grab something. Grab a drink.
that's actually when it started. It was when I
I know.
grabbed that.
That's what I think that's true. I think there's sometimes a bug around eating and drinking. So grab a drink, drink it up, and then what I want you to do is take the can and place it, which you do by holding left click, and place it somewhere on the ground, and then see what that does for you.
Drink my berry blend. Chug it. That did it. That did it. Okay. I always
Okay,
gotta
we're
have
good.
food in my inventory. I'm gonna go buy some more just in
It's
case.
been a while, man. Not food, but drink.
Well,
Because food will
Uh,
disappear after you eat
store.
it, but drink you'll be able to place.
yeah. Okay. Whew. Okay. This is a bar. This is not what we're looking for. That was a weapon shop. Where
Yes.
is my... Where are the ship components? This was upstairs. Did I look over here? Waytech? What's that? Oh, this is like suits and stuff. Weapons, maybe. Armor. Yeah, this is not it.
Yeah, it'll definitely be ship stuff.
It's got to be downstairs then, I guess.
And if we need to, we can always Google the name of it.
That's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
But there's only so many stores in there. That's what I was thinking.
This is not Lorville. This is Pyro.
Pyro Gateway. Yeah.
Back is this store? Which store? This is a bar. Because that one, this is just weapons. Wait, no, he says it's Waytech. So you can buy ship components at Waytech? All
Did you do
sell
the-
weapons and armor.
I thought you did the search for a braid.
I looked through the list. It wasn't
Oh,
there.
that's why I was telling you to do a search. That way you don't have to worry about the filters.
But there was no filters.
Well,
'Cause-
filters being
Okay,
types of
please
items you're looking at.
specify how I spell a braid because I keep seeing it in 4 different spellings.
ABRADE.
And that's what ABRADE. No items available.
And you're at Waytech.
No, that was Waytech is weapons and armor.
Ah, gotcha.
Where is the?
Pyro Gateway is a space station near the Stand Paradox.
I'm gonna look down here. I haven't looked in these.
Braid scraper module.
That's admin. These are. I think this is commodities, so that's not it. This is just a blanket. Platinum Bay. Oh, this is it. I think.
That sounds right.
Because there's like already components. A braid scraper module. Thank God. Okay, I need to buy 2 of these. Plus 1. Because there's already one on the second loadout, so I need to buy a second one. And
yeah,
then-
you'll need 2.
They were arguing. What was the other thing? Um.
Are you talking the other scrapper module?
No, there was other thing. There was the guy that video I was listening to. I
Oh,
was
you were
working on-
saying a
was
quantum
like-
drive. is
Well,
another
there
thing
was
they
that,
swap out.
but there was also he had a whole list of things like, yeah, this would be better and that would be better, and you know what? I have the 2 things. It's fine.
I was gonna say
I want to play the
it's
game.
slightly. I would fiddle around and see what you like because people have so many. There's so much subjective opinion on this.
I just think like that guy.
that works too.
Hangers.
Good.
Oh wait, no. Where do I need to go to put it in?
So she said.
Mhm.
So he'll F1. Bring up your Moby glass. Oh, did you store the vulture?
Oh, I may not have.
Okay, you need to go store the vulture first.
So you do it in the last tab in the Mobiglass.
Yeah, vehicle.
Okay.
And,
I saw that.
But it has to be stored though for it to show up
For
in
it
the
to-
drop down
yeah.
list.
Because then it's editable at that point.
Correct. And I'll show you. Yeah, once we get in there, how to do the rest of it because it's got to be kind of talked through. Because if you don't hit save at the right place,
It doesn't save. Yeah, I haven't been able to change the skin on my because I want the black and white skin on my Titan, and it doesn't seem to want to stick.
yeah, in the bottom right of the vehicle edit menu, there's a save and continue thing, and you get if you don't hit that, it just dumps everything you just did. There's a P-52 Merlin or Miss Grazer. There's just fucking containers floating around everywhere. Look at a scan there.
What are you up to, Bagheem?
Be
Good
awesome
seeing you
if that
back.
was like maize or weevil eggs or something silly.
Oh, it's still locked. So I didn't wait long enough. Drake Vulture. Okay. System. Oh, he was saying better. That's what it was. It was a better power plant and better shields.
Oh,
Okay, that's that slot.
I suppose that's possible.
Ready grip. Braid scraper module available.
Or I
in
suppose
use.
that's fair.
Since
I don't know.
want to remove.
Oops.
Uh,
Oh, that's funny. So you feel.
unequip. Okay, so we want no cinches. We want three a braid. And no cinch. Okay, I think that's correct. Yep. Save changes and equip. Okay. Should be good to go there. Okay, I think, chat, we're ready to pull it back up.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Oh, I discovered something else last night that I thought would be cool. I wish the escape button would only back me out of the interface if I'm in the top menu. So like if I'm a couple layers deep, instead of having to hit the back button, I wish I could just use escape for that.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Okay, let's get in this sucker. Make sure we have what we're looking for. And you're going to show me how to find panels.
Panels.
And no, an hour into playing, chat, we finally have a shit.
That's Star Citizen. this guy's got RMC.
All right, I need to check.
3 SCU of RMC. That would be a good one.
How do you
Just,
check? How do you make sure the correct things are in?
How do you make sure that the correct
Like
things
how
are-
that the correct modules were installed.
Oh, okay. So you're at vehicle, right?
Yeah, I'm sitting in the chair.
Sitting in the chair.
Yeah, I did the thing, and I
Uh-huh.
saved and equipped, and then I summoned it back up, and I'm sitting in it.
Oh, push M to go to salvage mode,
Okay, and then
and then it'll. Do you see where it says a braid, and then ready grip and a braid?
it does. Yeah, it does. Okay, yeah, we're all good.
So you'll know they're attached that way.
We're good then. All right, chat, let's go. Put those suckers away. Do the hanger first.
Ooh, somebody left a lot to eat on this guy. There's a whole Starlancer.
Oh no,
here.
I'm supposed to. Nope, I don't want to do that. I am gonna stay. I need to log off real quick and log back in. I can do that from within the cap. Well, I'll just back out of the captain's chair. It's fine. I'll go lay down in the bed and make it official, chat. On this like thing that they call a bed, that's really just a piece of metal.
Looks comfy.
It doesn't even let me lay down on it. That's the fun part. And I can't look at myself because F4 is all messed up.
What do you mean you can't lay down on it?
It doesn't. It just sits me down. I can't lay down.
You could do both. You just have to find the right angle. Unless it's a bugged.
Ridiculous. Exit to menu. Proceed to menu. Okay.
Exit. All right. I'm gonna boost off to Mike L1. 'Cause I don't need to be here anymore.
Do I need to wait till you're like out of space? Oh no, because it's still gonna put me in where I'm
In
at.
the shard.
But I'm in the same shard at that point.
Yep.
Join leader. There we go. I guess they really want you to make that group before you log in.
Yeah. $63 million away. That's gonna take a minute.
$63 million what?
Light years.
Ah, gotcha.
Or 6. Yeah. It's either-
How do I send money?
You do F1,
And then comms.
and then you go wallet, and then begin,
I can't do it while I'm sitting.
and
down.
then you find who you want to send money to, and then you.
It didn't put me in my ship, chat.
It did not put you in your ship?
Nope. Put me in the habitat.
Oh, peculiar. Well, hold on. You were laying down in the bed, or no?
I was sitting.
Okay, because you'll have to lay down in the bed, and then you kind of look over, kind of like down at the floor, almost where your feet would be, and then you'll see a deal that'll say log out in bed or stand up.
What?
Huh?
That sounds like a really complicated process.
A little bit. It takes seeing. It was kind of like attaching the
There we go.
braids the first time, so you just
How we
get a
doing
little bit
on?
of not the most intuitive.
Yeah, we're doing fine for food and water. Okay.
I gotta go pee real quick. I shall. be right back.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. I must go make water.
Just Vulture and Reclaimer made salvage. I think so. I don't think there are other Vulture or other salvage ships.
There is the Misk Fortune.
Oh, the Misfortune.
And then if you want a big multi-cruise ship, there's the Reclaimer.
Yeah. So
That's
there's 3.
Up to 4 players. Uh-huh.
Welcome to the ASOS
And you can
Naval System.
technically do hand salvage.
Vehicle select. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Yeah, if
can
you
do
want to
hand
take forever.
repairs. Yeah. Well, it's for small stuff. And you can make like multi-tools, and you can actually craft a little bit.
You're not taking me to the bathroom, are you?
Oh, not
Yeah.
yet. No, I'm actually eating and drinking
There's-
in game before I go pee in real life. Priorities.
There's. I had too many friends that played Counter Strike.
Wow.
Like, they go to the bathroom with their headset on and they forget to mute themselves. They're just like, dude.
I used to have a wireless mic. I do not anymore. So you're welcome.
That's why there's a part of me that's completely okay with keeping the wire.
It keeps things compartmentalized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People like to hear you tinkle.
And I always used to. Sometimes it'd be like.
That's
in the middle
a
of
healthy
mid-stream.
stream you have there.
I'd be like full stream, and then I'd like unmute and go, "Hey, Rico."
Um,
Oh.
Where am I supposed to go?
The toilet, usually.
No,
Clean it.
in game.
Clean it that way.
Oh yeah, the in-game toilet. Jeez, man. I
Oh,
thought that was
okay.
obvious. Where are we?
Where-
Oh, Mike
I'm-
L1.
Mike L1. Okay.
Yeah, Shallow Frontier Station. Sorry, I was eating. And now that I got my food and drink back up, I will go pee in real life. I'll be right back.
Ooh,
Kidding.
that's
Be right
a
back.
63G run.
He died.
All right, chat. I'm gonna turn a fan on. Hold on. It's a pretty cool ship. At least cool looking. So recognizer, how do you know all these guys?
Oh shit. Scarlet, actually Holyfeld and Aha and I started playing video games back. I don't know if you heard of Dark Age of Camelot.
Yeah, I never played it,
Yeah.
but I've heard of it.
And we played like in the AOL days. We were playing a game called Air Warrior.
Oh, I don't know that one. AOL days for
Yeah.
me were just I was learning to type.
Chat rooms.
Yeah, chat rooms. I thought that was so crazy that I could talk with somebody in a way different place.
Another country.
Yeah. My parents didn't like it, but they didn't stop me.
Yeah, Holyfeld was actually the youngster of the group when we first started playing games together. He was like 14, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, so they've all known me for a little while.
What are you playing?
I'm playing WoW, hardcore WoW right now.
What level are you?
I'm working on a priest right now. It's level 20. I got one character to 60 a couple weeks ago. It was my mage.
I'm
Not
way
easy to
too
do in
aggressive of a
hardcore.
player. Yeah, oh I know. I am way too aggressive of a player to play hardcore. I probably would be decent at it, but I would forget that I'm in hardcore at some point.
Yeah, when you die, you die. You got to
Yep.
start over again. And it can get frustrating. It can get really frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we all, Garlet, you know Josh, right?
Yep.
Josh and Garlet and I and Aha started doing hardcore, and I'm the only one still playing it. They all get tired of dying.
Do you do like dungeons and stuff, or do you just do like quests and
My
things?
my 160 that I got to 60, I did not do one dungeon.
Hmm.
Because dungeons, unless you know the group, I
Yeah, it's a
feel
risk.
like too dangerous. And now that I'm playing a priest, I'd really have to know the group to be the healer.
But is there a like is the whole server hardcore? So everybody there is
Yes.
hardcore.
Yes, yes.
So
there's
you're
really
not
not
mixed in
any
a general
PvP.
population or anything. Yeah.
I mean, you can PvP. If you flag yourself, you can PvP, but I've not seen anybody do any PvP.
But
I mean,
duels don't actually kill the other person, right? It just takes you down to 1 HP.
Well, there's two types of duels. You can do a regular duel, which is just like a challenge thing, and you don't actually die, or you can do a fight to the death, which you actually die on. There's some streamers that have streamed that are really into hardcore that do challenge other players to a fight to the death.
Yeah, I just don't have that kind of time.
It can be time consuming, and you gotta be very careful in everything you do, like you just said.
Yep.
If you're a real aggressive player, it's a totally different mindset from being aggressive. You have to do everything very carefully.
Like for me, I played Diablo 4, which has a hardcore mode, obviously.
Yeah, I played Diablo 4. I haven't been in a while, but yeah, I was in a group that we did all the bosses all the time. I had max gear.
and I enjoy it, but I play that. I play that game on the teetering edge, trying to min max damage, which means a lot of times I'm a glass cannon,
Right.
and it's like that's the way I love playing. I couldn't give that up to do a hardcore character.
There is, like you just said, though, there is a hardcore version of Diablo.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing, though. You can't be aggressive, or else you die, and you
Yep.
have to start over. Yeah, some of the guys I was in a guild with. It's been a while since I've played, but who's the girl? The girl boss that was really hard to kill.
Lilith, she's
Lilith.
annoying.
She's totally annoying. I finally did kill her, though.
What I don't like
Can't remember
about
what character they
bosses
found. I think
is
it
they
was
make
Tom
them
Upward.
harder by giving them damage gates. I despise damage gates.
Well, yeah, basically, Lilith, you had to kill like 3 times.
Yep. And
You get her
each
down to 1
and
health, and
each
she'd regenerate, and
and each death had usually about halfway through, she would stop receiving damage until you completed a mechanic.
yeah.
And it's like, so it doesn't matter how
It
strong
wasn't-
I
it
am.
wasn't
It
easy.
only matters if I can survive the mechanic. So it's like in that mentality, I just fight against too much.
Right. I used to buy mats to do what's that one big fat boss?
Oh, Uber Fat Boy.
Uber fat boy with
Yeah.
the
I
poison.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to buy mats so we could just do run after run to get gear,
Mm-hmm.
max out all our gear.
Well, they have kind of changed that.
Oh, have they? So you can't just do runs and runs and get dropped?
So
And
now you
back
can kill them as
apologies.
many times as you want. You have to pay for the loot every time,
Better not
and
go.
they've made it more expensive.
What?
I don't want to die.
Well, they have made
What?
other things more generous with the rewards, but they got tired of seeing people just go and rush or either be carried through boss kills for gear
talking
or we're talking about WoW
Diablo.
or not WoW. Sorry, Diablo.
Oh, okay.
How do you target a thing?
E.
B.
T
B.
as in tango. T as in tango.
But that's only combat targets.
Oh no. That's not just combat targets. It's target.
Dave,
Okay.
he was asking how you guys know me, and I was trying to explain to him how far back we actually go game wise.
Quite a bit. They're further back
Wait.
than I am, but
Holy
we're
Felt
far
was like
enough now, it
14,
don't
I
matter.
think, when we first started playing games together. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I met you guys through Hoyfelt in 2004. So we've been doing stuff for 21 years.
All right,
Almost.
I'm over here.
Yep. Gonna hang real quick and then repair, refuel, unload my vulture, and then I'll be ready to go out. Do the
I mean, I should-
Unload you vulture.
Like, do we like? Is it like? Do we
Yeah.
find the panels here?
out in the belt.
So I just start scanning and looking for hits.
Yeah, go push V to put yourself in scanning mode. You'll have to figure this part out a little bit on intuition, but scrolling up and scrolling down will affect the shape of your scan and the distance. So it'll either you
Okay.
give it like a cone. So you'll have to play with that until you figure out the sweet spot, because one's good for close up and one good's for far away. So when you see something called like,
Oh, I see salvage scrap.
there you go,
And you said M.
M for salvage mode. Yep. And this is all you basically need to know for panels, is this type of salvaging. Now, if you're doing ships, there's also a disintegration mode. To get that construction material, but that's the stuff I
And I-
typically skip.
Do you usually put yourself in gimbal mode?
Absolutely. No! Okay. Yep,
Shady just blew himself up.
sure did. Somehow I didn't die, though. Yeah, all of a sudden the damn hangar door started closing on me, so I frogged it and it slammed into the...
Does the thing
Oh,
just
no.
disappear when you're not pulling anything?
That also means that, oh my gosh darn, my buffer and my hold were full of boxes, and now they are gone.
Rotation.
I was hoping the vulture wasn't all the way destroyed and it was just damaged. Son of a biscuit.
How do
Sucks.
you rotate?
What do you mean? R, pull down R.
Oh, there we go.
That's gonna hurt me. Oh, get out of the way. There are broken pieces of my ship bouncing around my hangar. That's a bummer.
And you know when you're done when you're just not pulling any more from a thing. It's just over.
What
Does
do
it
you mean?
just
It'll say
disappear?
0%? No. There'll be a skeleton of whatever you strip.
Yeah. And then what do you like? You just leave it there?
Yeah.
And
And eventually it'll fade away.
oh, okay. I was like,
I assume.
it's not
I think
very
it
nice
gets
for the next
scavenged.
person.
Well, I found that too. I have shown up on a big pile of panels that were half eaten, and you're like, son of a bitch.
What did you say? B was scan mode. What's scan mode?
Mother pucker.
V is in Victor,
V.
and then push tab to scan,
Yeah.
and then scroll up and down to change the shape and the direction.
There was one that was really close, chat. Where is it?
Yeah, it gets fun when you're far away. And when you get close and look all around. Alright. Well, it looks like I'll just be sitting here waiting for my vulture to claim. That sucks, because I had a completely full cargo hold and my buffer was full. I had one complete run.
How much money is
Easy
that?
go. Easy go. Probably about 100k. 150k.
Now, there's these little like fields of like pebble that look like pebbles or whatever. Those aren't what I'm looking for, right?
Oh, all of it, yeah. You'll be scanning, and when it'll come up as a little cloud-looking thing, it'll say unknown or something like that. And as you approach it, you continue pinging, and it'll have a signature size over it. If it's panels from a distance, and whenever you can start reading that signature I was talking about, whatever that range is from it, if it's a multiple of 2,000, it'll be a panel. Otherwise, it'll be asteroid.
Man, this ship is so slow.
Not bad. You'd be nice about my baby.
I'm gonna give some points to the engines.
Yeah, it is industrial. That's fair.
It's just
Not the peppiest. Oh man, the truck. What was that one? That ship feels so sluggish to me.
it's too bad you can't put mining on this ship as well. Like have a salvaging and a mining.
That would be cool.
That'd be pretty sick.
That the Misk Odyssey I was showing you, it's got mining, processing, or so you can like mine the ore and then process it, turn it into a fuel for yourself, so you can keep yourself driving longer. I think that's a pretty cool concept.
Am I like-
Synergy. Oh, and I think it's got a hangar big enough to take another prospector in, so it's kind of fun too. You do tandem mining.
I'm not even getting any hits.
Sometimes that happens. Just keep flying through the belts and get in the middle of them. Sometimes they'll push them out to the far sides.
All right, so like 1750. That's the marker at the top. Like that's definitely not. It has to be a
Correct.
a
That'll be
derivative
an
of
asteroid.
2000, right?
Correct. Yep, that'll be an asteroid with that kind of a number. Alright, the vulture just got delivered. Yeah, the scanner takes a little bit of getting used to. Once you got it, though.
It's like one notch in my scroll wheel. Like
I think I usually try to run about 3 clicks into the bottom hemisphere. That's usually kind of like my broad spectrum scan.
these are all. Oh, 8,000. Okay, that's good.
8,000. There you go. You got some panels. There ought to be.
Gonna take me an hour to get there, chat. Oh, you know what? I should go into quantum mode. That's what.
Yes, very much so. And again, can't stress. Aim around solid objects.
Yeah.
Meteors or asteroids. They are deadly. I seem to find invisible ones, but I'm told that they're fixed and don't exist anymore. I am skeptical because I've read that before.
Hmm.
Four little panels sitting in the space.
Okay, let's do this. You still streaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's flip back over there.
Okay. No, stop it. Okay, and then M to get out those guys. If it's green, if it's like a green outline, what is that?
Hold on a second.
What is the? Okay, I can't with this. Just let me stop moving, please. Jeez.
Okay, I've got. Okay, do you see your lower right-hand side?
Yes.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to wait. I'm behind on your. That is tripping me out. I've got to mute the stream. Sorry. Okay, lower right hand side it says depot.
The lower right depot. Yeah, that's how much is in my.
Buffer.
Yeah.
When that you got make sure you're monitoring that because you don't automatically shut off salvage at 13. You just quit getting credit for it, so you're basically wasting it. So always want to make sure you're checking that out. And I'll show you a pro tip here in a second too. Eat everything you can off of that piece you're working on, and don't relocate the ship. When you've ate it 100% from this vantage point, just tell me, and I'll let the stream catch up so I can see. Show you something pretty cool.
So a little something down there.
That keeps manifesting more material.
Yeah. Little pockets of fun.
Yeah. I'll say I usually prefer to get a little closer. You seem to eat faster. But play to your comfort, that for sure.
I don't feel like I have good control over the ship right now.
I get about 50 meters. Is usually my distance. Okay, and you got gimbal mode on or no?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, there you go.
I'm about to get the tractor
Okay.
beam out and turn it.
That's what I was going to show you. Now right click. Right click and then tractor it and then hold R and just give it a slight nudge to the left.
Yeah, I think it's already empty. A little bit here, but
Yeah, go ahead and rotate it. Hold down R and just give it a spin around. Yeah, you're right. This little technique you're using here is pretty damn important on some of the weird shaped ones. Yeah, you got some you can eat there though. Along the wings and the side. Yeah. That wing towards the tail.
yeah.
Nice.
I think that one's done.
And you're at 2 of 13 full. So that means conceivably right now you could print 2 boxes. You know, that guy looks pretty cooked. See how the outline is red? Usually when it's like in the lower 80% or 20% or whatever, it'll shift to red about 10%, I think.
Can I pull it closer to me? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Come here,
you can-
friend.
Tractor beam it and then scroll backwards. Keep reeling it in like fishing. And then you could hold R and rotate it to give yourself a good facing as you're...
No.
Sorry, Dave, I can't allow you to do that. There you go. Set yourself up so you don't have to move the ship. Less you have to move the ship, the quicker you are done with one piece. There you go. And then right click, and then G for gimbal.
I wish it would recognize that I used gimbal mode with that loadout.
What do you mean?
Okay, I need to spread in beam spacing, mouse wheel. There we go. I was like, I want to be able to focus on.
Yeah, because when you focus those things, it damn near just clears the place it touches when you center them. That's how I like running anyways. But a braid's really the only module worth having. The cinch is just dog shit, and that's when you start with. And
Yeah.
then the other one, I can't remember the name of. It's somewhere between the two, I think. It's definitely better than the Cinch, but
Well, it feels like a better quantum drive would have more range, right?
Quantum Drive.
Yeah. Like I just spent
Or
over
that,
50% of
or-
my QT just getting here.
So, different theories on quantum drives. You've got high efficiency ones, so they're not fast, but they conserve fuel, so they eat up a lot more. And then you got other ones that'll just be faster. You're not caring about the fuel, just let it eat it. Kind of how they.
Not like it feels expensive.
Yeah, and then some of them, not terribly yet, but I think once the real game starts, it'll feel a
It
little
will
bit
be,
more. Yeah. You won't be
Right.
backspacing every time you run out of food or water, like I like to do.
I don't know. I think it's going to be hard pressed for them to take that out. What's going to be the consequence?
of what?
Like they're gonna take the way people have been playing for so long and just completely change it. Like I don't know.
This is alpha though. This is just really
Yeah, we're
they've
not even in
set,
beta
they've,
yet.
they've set this up specifically to gather as much player test feedback as they can,
No, this is a money grab to pay for the development.
and that.
And
It's
that, yeah.
it's both, but I mean, by having players play this whole time, and especially people that get passionate about it, they've got the whole issue council, and they got a whole community of just like issue reporters and trackers, and
Sure.
so they're kind of crowdsourcing Q&A. As yeah.
I think that one's pretty much done.
Yeah. Oh, it's yellow. There
Oh
you go.
no, something just magically appeared.
What did you do?
Look at that was all
Magically delicious.
Now it's red again. Oh, okay. So it's done.
Oh yeah, it's not letting me eat any of that.
See, it only says 0 and 1%.
Yeah, it's not worth doing it. There was 4 pieces total.
Tab. A lot of times what I'll do when I finish a piece like that, I will push, there's a piece right in front of you.
Yep.
Lower right. What I'll do is I'll push M again,
Okay. And then what?
and then I will shoot the piece with my lasers just to get it all the way away from me and the pile I'm working on. So, because dude, I am shitting you not, Hoyfelt and I have found piles of panels that have had like 20 or 25 in them. And trying to keep those straight, what have I already salvaged? What haven't I?
Shooting it's not doing anything.
It didn't like send it flying?
Nope.
That's peculiar.
A little bit.
Oh, that's weird. Now it normally would make them like tumble end over end and just careen off.
You'd
I
think
guess
so.
That's changed. No, that's what they used to. That's what I'm saying. Something changed. Peculiar, buddy. All right. I'm in the vulture. Sure don't. Do now.
It feels like the contracts might be a little faster. Like if you get them in the same system, or
Yeah.
no.
That's, I mean, contracts at this point are because you want rep to level up to higher contracts.
But do you get?
Um,
But like the better contracts are where all the money is, right?
Yeah, but to me, this is the most. This is the best we could do with those single person ship. I think. I think to make those big contracts worth it, I think you would need like the reclaimer. Because one, we can only eat so much, and we gotta pay for those missions too.
Oh, you're right.
And-
That's
And
the,
we can only carry so much. That's the problem. That's why I'm saying. So to me, free panels. That's because we're getting the good stuff as much as we can carry. Because we're not messing with the construction material. Because I really think when you're dealing on a big scale, I think construction material can be valuable too if it's just done in like the the huge bulk.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm talking so much.
No, you're fine. This is all information. I don't think this fully rendered because I'm eating at almost 5 SCU a second, and there's nothing here. So you said the outline turns red when it's predominantly finished?
Yeah, and you'll see their percentages on the left and on the right will say 0 and 0.
Yeah.
Because that says one scraper head is detecting no material, and then the other one's doing the same. Let's scan this fucker.
Fucker.
Oh, there
What
it
kind
goes.
of fuckery do you got going on there?
Right as I give up, it starts scanning. Now someone abandoned a Corsair over here, and I'm trying to see what he's got on him.
Are you trying to salvage it?
Thinking about it. I was gonna see what he's got in his hold, if anything, and what I can learn about it first.
Why not just salvage the skin off of it so you can see what's in his hold?
He ain't got no cargo. He's got an Excelsior jump drive, 24 missiles, and an Absolute Zero, 2 Absolute Zero coolers. And that means nothing to me.
All right. I wish this tractor beam is not working the way. Oh, well, it just turned red anyway, so. Okay, we'll just be done with that.
Corsair's big enough. I think I'll just eat it because it'll give enough material that could equal a couple of panel patches, probably.
That you don't have to go anywhere. It's right there.
Yeah. Rico, what all ships you got?
Shoot, I've got what's that missile ship?
The what now? Oh, you got the Freelancer. Max, don't
Freelancer.
you?
Max, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And I've got the one fighter. I can't remember the one that they gave you.
The Mustang or...
Mustang, yeah.
Yeah.
I did have but I guess that was only temporary. What's that? A Banu or
Oh, yeah.
that one fighter? That was I like that ship, but it was only a temporary ship.
Yeah, those are fun. I know you like them aliens ones.
Yeah,
The Banu Defender.
Banu Defender. Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay.
I think Holy felt like flying that one too.
No, I don't want to put that up. You said it was V to do scan mode. Oh, yeah, we're good.
Mhm.
Oh, 4,000. Which one was that? 16,000. Ooh.
Ooh, there you go. That'll have a couple of panels in it.
Is there a way to put a target down? Like to target a non-combat item?
You wish. That'll be coming. Or to leave a buoy or a beacon or a waypoint, you know what I mean?
For yourself? Yeah.
Apparently you can for your ship now, though. So it's almost like a way you can almost turn your ship
a
into
marker?
a base. Yeah.
Well, like so you can target a combat like a combat thing. You can't target a non-combat target.
yes.
So I literally have to just keep scanning and like until so I can see the distance.
I think there is target friendly, but you have to get into the damn key commands to figure it out, or key bindings. And it is hairy. If I can find it though. Escape, options, key bindings, keyboard, mouse, advanced. And what were we? Oh, targeting. Flight. There's vehicles targeting. Auto targeting. Lock select. T for auto targeting, toggle on and off. You got X1 left alt. Unpin selected target, pin selected target, pin selected target. Oh, those just to make 3 different hot pins. Pin selected target, unpin selected target, pin selected target, unpin selected target, hold. Remove all pin targets, lock selected target, unlock current target, enable, disable look ahead, auto zoom on selected target on, enable disable target padlock toggle hold. Target hailing, target cycling, friendlies back, friendlies forward 6 it says on mine. Okay, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go to your key bindings.
Just a second. Let me get out of my tractor beam here. I'm guessing I have to pick an assignment or something. Stop drifting. Stop drifting. Okay. Options. Key bindings.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Key bindings, and it's already set to keyboard and mouse. Go to advanced in the lower left. And then scroll down until you find vehicles target cycling.
Vehicle
And then
mobileglass.
Expand that, and then scroll down to cycle friendlies
I
forward.
haven't found
back.
the the vehicle's target cycling yet. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Vehicle's target cycling. Okay.
And then scroll down all the way down. It's kind of about 3/4 of the way down to cycle lock friendlies back, cycle lock friendlies forward, cycle lock friendlies reset to closest.
So 6.
Yeah, and yeah.
Interesting.
So that's what I'm saying. The key bindings in this fucker are kind of hairy. There's a bunch of stuff I don't use every day. I just refer when needed.
Yeah, I don't understand the paying to do salvage contracts.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't.
Well, the
don't understand.
anticipation is you'll make more money.
Will
know,
you though?
than you- That's the theory. Yeah, you'll make more money than you'll spend.
But
to
why
buy the
wouldn't they want to
contract.
reward somebody to doing the most menial tasks?
Agree.
You know, like you shouldn't have to pay to do, like I can go do a bounty for free anytime I want. I have to pay to do
'cause fundamentally
salvaging
when you-
bounties. Why would I want to do salvaging bounties when I can go shoot and blow stuff up and it doesn't
When you
cost me
think
anything?
about it, you're doing the insurance company's cleanup job.
Mm-hmm.
Because like once you're flying around, your ship explodes, and they issue you a new ship. Then someone's got to go clean up the junky old one or something. So you're doing them a favor.
They don't
But they're
clean
charging
it
you for
up.
it. Yeah.
They don't clean it up at all.
They just tell you where to find it and let you go
100%.
clean it up for them. Like good little parasites we are.
Okay.
That's why I like panels, though. Panels is pretty chill.
Like the insurance company calls you up and says, "Yeah, this Greenspec guy crashed our ship.
Yeah.
Here's the location. Go salvage it."
Well, and ships have a lot of different nooks and crannies that you have to salvage around. Panels really aren't that complex, so they actually salvage pretty damn quick, comparatively. Some ships you'll spend so much time maneuvering around just to get every little bit. Takes 4 times as long.
I bet you become a pretty good pilot doing that, though.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing that as you talk about becoming a good pilot, I really want to get into more racing this time because I think that will really bring it out too. Get used to moving and flying and flipping and what your ship can actually pull off and apply that in combat.
Okay.
You excited about Florida?
Yeah, I think it'll be a nice change of pace.
That'll be pretty cool. My second trip to Florida.
I've been a couple times.
Went on vacation.
No, there's a work conference down there.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's called Infocom. So we'll be out doing that. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be nice. Why'd you talk me into it?
Mm-hmm. Well, I just didn't want to come back and have to repeat everything. if I'm being honest.
Fair.
I was like, it's just easier to catch somebody else on the dream if they're standing there. And you can tell me when, like, yeah, we're never going to do that. It's like, okay.
I'll probably say that the whole time.
Like, yeah.
As soon as we
We're not
like
gonna
walk
do
in the
that.
door, I'm
It's
just
going to be a
turn
pretty
and walk
hard
out.
sell.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that either. Looks good though.
It was good you brought it up too.
Well, and I think the most
think it
important
adds
thing
more,
there
like,
is
viability to
exposure.
the area. Yeah.
I really want to look seriously at a badge scanner. See if we can get something put together for the IDFs.
What do you mean?
I think just so like we don't have to do paper logbooks, we can do badge scans
Oh,
and then
for the server.
manual entries for everybody else. But that's just
That's-
not a piece of
that's-
paper.
We tried. We were using Genetech for that, and that's not the mix.
Interesting.
That's one of those things.
But
that
I
needs
thought
to
the
be
problem with
updated.
Genetech was that it didn't store the data for long enough.
Not in that instance. I
Interesting.
mean, that technically could be a problem too, though. Don't get me wrong, because we do only store it for 6 months, so that would fuck us. But that wasn't it.
It is oddly satisfying to scrape this thing clean.
It is, dude. It's like super relaxing.
I wouldn't do this every night, but
I could if I was like if I had a goal, I could jump in and do an hour of this a night, and just,
I need 18 million
Hour of
credits to buy a
salvaging?
C2.
yeah.
This is definitely not near as profitable as cargo hauling. It's fun, It's not near as profitable.
But cargo hauling at this level for a
Oh,
$2 million hauler, you know,
My deal's full.
maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta consider your costs. How much did your ship cost? How much did your fuel cost?
Well, you
How
get a
much
little
the repairs
spoiled
cost?
because you got into a constellation pretty quick.
Yeah, I got a free constellation.
Yeah. Free fly week. But
Mhm.
now, I mean, I still think hauling does win at this point.
It's not to
Well,
say
making-
I'll only ever
You
want to
do a lot
haul.
too.
Well, there was a loop between Area 18 and Baijini that's like the trip up to the station wasn't that much, but the trip back was 350,000 credits. So, like, eventually I just decided not to pay and like not to do a contract to get up the station, and I would just rip up to the station real quick.
Yeah.
But like it
And
was
I've
just
never
one of
done
those things.
hauling.
And then getting the Atlas like made the cargo management so much easier.
Yeah, the Atlas is pretty pimp, honestly. I like that thing a lot. It's got that little point in your box goes where you tell it
Oh,
to.
dude, I feel like partner hauling in the
Mhm.
C2 is the way to go. And like a pair of Atlas is like unloading and loading really quickly.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. So that's a lot of the shit that Hoyfeld and I will do. We work together really good like that.
Just like get everything from here over there, you know, like
Yeah. We practice that shit because, you know, at this point in the game, what else are you going to do? But, you know, play the gameplay loops out because a lot of times they change them and sometimes significantly in different ways, you know, different
Mhm.
things. And so it's like you got to try it 3 different ways. That's kind of fun. I still feel like salvage is probably going to get at least another layer.
I feel like they're gonna
It's-
have to make ship salvaging much more profitable, or
Yeah.
nobody's ever gonna do it.
Well, and I feel
Nobody
like
is doing it. Every planet you go to, there's ships scrapped all over the place and nobody's salvaging.
yeah, I feel like there's gonna have to be another layer to salvage too, because one layer you're stripping the hull, and then the other thing you can do is basically disintegrate the entire ship that's remaining.
Well,
They need something in between that's like it grinds up the precious materials and
they need to make every component in that ship strippable. I need to be able to get inside the ship.
Yeah.
Like my contract should allow me to get inside the ship, strip out the components, right? Like anything that would have value in its current state, right? And then at that point, then I go and I strip the
technically is
hull,
doable now.
and then there's
the
a paid bonus, like if I disintegrate the hull when I'm done or something.
Fuck my ass. Ah, sorry.
Did you
about the
crash
French.
again?
No, I did something that I wasn't thinking about doing and did it anyways, and damn it. Maybe
I
I go
got
back
crime
to the
stat.
station. Yeah, I gave myself crime stat. I tractored that ship to turn it around, and I was being lazy, so I didn't have to go to the other side to salvage. And that gave me crime stat. Sorry about the French.
What to tractor it?
Yeah, I used my tractor on that player's
Crack
ship.
beam.
Yeah, and it gave me crime stat.
That doesn't make any sense,
gave
but
me
it was
2
abandoned.
Crime stat. I know. That's just a thing. I forgot about it. I did know that. Just wasn't thinking about
Because
it.
you were stealing.
Well,
How?
because I was already I was already salvaging it, so I wasn't thinking about tractor getting me in trouble. But and I got crime stat too, so that's a pretty
Long day
Stout.
in jail.
that's a pretty decent level of crime stat.
Can you like turn yourself in at the end of a game session and like serve your jail time overnight?
I think here where we're at, I think they took my hanger request. I think I'm going to be able to hang here, go to the admin station, and pay my fine at the terminal. If I'd got a crime stat 3, the station would have like started shooting at me. Yeah, I would have been pizza.
All right, that's 6 cases that are out. No, 12 cases that are out, and the 13th I think is gonna have to stay. Yeah, I don't have any place to keep that, so that's just gonna stay right there. And that's fully ejected. So now we go fill it up again, and then we go sell everything. I didn't want to go back down the ladder. Ah! I hate ladders in this game. It just assumes that I want to go on the ladder, despite like I wish I could just push a button and that's what it would make it go.
Do you know why it is like that?
I don't know, and there's probably some stupid
Ladders
reason.
are fun.
Huh?
I'm just playing. I was just trying to come
I'm
up
like,
with
what the hell is he talking
Ladder.
about?
What kind
Everybody
of fun
loves
is this man
ladders.
talking about?
Everybody loves ladders. You can't have a bad time on a ladder.
Wow, I've had like I've lost
Better.
2% hydration this whole time.
Oh,
Guess
nice.
just being a
Wow.
lazy
I'm back
person.
down to 62%.
Being a lazy person just sitting in a ship.
Lazy, lazy, lazy. Yeah, 62% I'm down to. And I was at 100% when I went out. And I haven't been out near as long as you were.
Now, I had a fresh death before I came out here.
Through that.
I don't think is that all of them. Is there? No. I don't know if I did all of them. I don't think I did this one. Let's tractor beam. This is the side we want. I wish you could set control modes based on the loadout you have out.
What?
I wish you could
What do you
set like gimbal mode or whatever else based on the loadout you have out. So like because I don't want to be in gimbal mode all the time, but like if I'm in like a salvage mode or whatever, I wish it would just automatically switch to gimbal mode.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
And then if as soon as I
There-
leave
there-
salvage mode,
Honestly, there
then
may be a way to do some of that. That may be in some of that key binding stuff.
yeah,
Because
I
they
don't know.
got some pretty in-depth crap in that stuff. Alright, see how much of a fine I gotta pay.
300,000 credits.
32,000.
Oh, I need to send you money.
Better. I need at least
Wallet.
32,000.
Begin. Amount.
Log out.
I'm gonna give you half of what you paid me, and then I will give you the other half when I have it,
No
plus
rush
a
at
little
all, dude.
interest.
Glad you paid
I got
Tuesday
no
for a
interest.
hamburger today.
In no rush, dude. I've got plenty of money to. Like I'm saying, unless I'm saving something, I really don't have a need for money.
I appreciate all the favors that people give me, and if I can give it back, then I will.
Yeah.
Unless it's Diablo, then I just take everything for free and don't care.
Eat.
Like there's one guy I play with that always goes and buys boss bonds because it's like 50 cents for like 300 boss kills. I'm like, okay. You want to come hang out and get some loot? I'm like, I would like to come hang out and get some loot. Yeah.
Yeah, for Hoyfeld Starlancer, I gave him 2.6 million or something like that to pitch in to help, so he could help get it faster. And I left myself with 5,000. And I think
you
he
get the
forgot
money?
about it. No, he never paid me back. I
No,
just was like,
Did
"Yeah,
did
it's fine."
did you get my money?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, looks like 642,000 I'm at now.
Yeah, I sent.
Yeah, so it just cracked, you know, and I don't give a shit about the money. I would have never said anything, you know. But I was like, okay, cool. We'll see what it's like building back up from 5,000, and I did.
Well, I don't think it's that bad if you have a ship. I don't know how these people like get a ship without.
Well,
So they just buy the game. How do they get started? Because there's
That's
bounties you
what I
can do
told-
that are just on the station, right?
Yeah, that's what I told Hoyfeld. That's what I feel like we need to practice. We need to practice the game like we have nothing. You know,
But how do
How
you
do you-
start with nothing?
you gotta have something. There's gotta
Like-
be.
Do they allow you to create another user?
Yeah, you can have multiple accounts. I technically have multiple accounts.
What?
Yeah, when I was trying to refigure out all my insurances, I made a second account because I was gonna try to be my own referral, and they allow it. It's allowed. I was gonna try to be my
No,
own
no, no, no. I'm
referral.
just like do they allow you to have another character?
No.
Because it's an MMO after all, right?
Yeah, just the one character. Now,
But you can't multi-bot?
eventually, in the game, like I was saying earlier, you have Death of a Spaceman, which is like how your character's lifetime ran out, and I think you become a relative of them, you know, inheriting everything. But something like that is supposed to be in the final game, unless they dump it or something changes along the way. I don't know. But at this point, it's interesting because now they've made it so that when you die, you respawn with everything that you had on you the time you died.
As
Which
they
is-
should.
It's a little broken to me. Like it's. I don't know.
Yeah, but you're gonna turn so many people off from the game when you make it too punishing.
I want
I
death to have
have a buddy who
meaning,
never played Star Citizen
consequence.
before.
Mm.
He said I want to try to figure it out, and he installed for Invictus Week. He's like, oh, I could try it out for free, and the tutorial was awful.
The
and,
tutorial is off.
You know, and they
From what I
just
can tell.
didn't give him enough information to do anything. So he's like,
Mhm.
I was just trying to run around and figure out what I could do, but there's so much in the game that you can't even touch. And I'm like, yeah. I offered if you wanted me. He's like, no, I still want to figure it out. I just like the game's just too punishing. So, which is fine. Like I get it.
Yeah. Well, and remind him it's alpha.
Yep.
So.
Oh no,
There's
he likes the
so
concept of
much
the
there.
game, but
Yeah,
it's just
that's
like
really what drives it is because you can see the potential and the possibilities, and despite kind of the chaos that we see today, it's like they really are staying pretty strict to the vision of doing the.
But it's
detail.
taken them this long to get to this point.
They had to start.
And
over.
they just laid off a bunch of server mesh guys, and it's like, oh man, that's like the thing that's the most important thing in an MMO. That's some pretty
and
bad
I think
optics.
it's because I think they've been in polishing with Squadron 42 for the last almost year, and it's set to release in 2026, and then they're going to be able to add all that development staff back to the primary game. And I hope they don't keep cranking out the single players. I hope. You know what I mean?
I mean, but that's a money generator. Like that's at least $40 for Squadron, whatever.
Sell a new paint, sell a new skin for your ships. You know,
Like they probably
everything.
just need to launch a new $1,000 ship, and they'll probably make a bunch of money.
Or that.
I
Yeah.
mean, it sounds dirty, but people don't stop. Like everybody's like, "Oh, this is awful." Like Diablo has a $1,000 horse you can buy. It's purely cosmetic. It doesn't go
at this
faster
point
than
right
other
now-
horses. It just costs $1,000, and everybody's like, "It's so awful they would charge for that." And Diablo's response is, "Well, you guys keep buying it, so why wouldn't we?"
If you pay for it, we will create.
Yeah.
Well, and
Why would
so-
we not do that?
Yes. Oh God, I'm allergic to money. Please keep it away.
Yeah.
Now on this one, it's like this is why you have a variant, 3 variants for the same ship. It's like it'll have a police interceptor variant. It'll have a okay. Look at the Cutlass. Are you familiar with the Cutlass?
Yeah. It's
There are
got
like
all the
5
colors and
variants.
everything.
Yeah. There are 5 variants. It's got the red, the black, the blue, the steel. think that's it. So 4 variants, or 3 variants, 1 original, 1 extra Christmas. But yeah, and every one of those, you know, is a sale point. Crazy. And then they've taken things like, so it's clever. It's clever as shit. So the Hornets, the whole series of Hornets, the F7s, and the Super Hornet, Heartseeker.
Mm-hmm. Well, that
All
and
of
like the
those.
Constellation has a bunch of variants.
Yeah. So well, in the Hornet family line, what happened is like they were one of the early kind of sold, probably made a
Freelancer
lot of
variants.
money. Huh? No, these are the Hornets are the fighters. And
No, but freelancers have variants too.
yeah, that's true. That is true. But the ships did not age well because it seems like every time they put out a new ship, they kind of raise the bar a little bit. You know, they've raised the gold standard, and now they're putting relays and things. So all the, you know, like the early on ships, you can tell they're early because they didn't have the same type of thought put into the where all the components are going to go, and you know, they don't have a place for relays or.
Are you
know,
still out
so
here
those-
salvaging? Because there's more salvage here than I'm going to be able to fit in my hold.
Now I'm back on the station. I paid my crime stat off.
Okay. Well,
But,
there's a ton out here if you're wanting to come back out.
Not for sure.
But yeah, I mean the older ships, you know, they have. It seems like they have a lot of like history of like people like them because they're original, and you can't buy them anymore.
Well, and that is true. I buy for the aesthetics.
Sure.
That I end up liking. Like that's why I got the Scorpius in the first place, just 'cause it's the next one. But with the Hornets, like that entire line of ship, they were so early that they basically had fallen so far behind the current fighter. Like you compare it to like a single person fighter that they put out in the last couple of years, and it'll, you know, what once was just like elite is now like garbage. So
Mhm.
instead of going back and redoing those ships, they made a Hornet Mark II of everything. You know, they made Mark IIs of all those types, and then turn around and use that as another sales, you know, cash grab.
Because why wouldn't you?
I was like, well, because it doesn't pay to go back and fix the originals. They've already sold those. Just keep making and selling more. Well, it was kind of fun because a lot of the ships that are still in concept were submitted by users. Or
That's
players.
like the idea for them or actual designs.
Both, in some cases. Yeah, they used to have contests and they would take submissions.
Yeah, they
And
need to partner with some of these more popular space franchises, like pay whatever money it would take to get them to come to the table, or like split the sales of the ships or something, or come up to partner with like Battlestar Galactica, because there'd be a fighter there, there could be a potential massive capital ship there. There's all kinds of stuff within Galactica or like Star Trek to like steal like to like steal concept designs for base station variants, or like the idea of it, you know, like how cool would that be if there was if they had bases like Deep Space Nine by these gateways.
oh yeah. So
Like not
oh, man.
not
So-
exact copies, just like inspired by,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you in the style of or
Mhm.
something, you know.
Some of the space stations they've got
soon as
now
you
are
go out-
pretty cool.
Well, I was gonna say, so you see this, you've seen the ones around Stanton, and you've seen some of the variety, and there is a little bit of variety in the stations in Stanton. There's maybe like half a dozen different styles. Go to Pyro and look at the stations there, and oh my God, they have evolved so much. Like
Yep.
the stations out there look crazy. They look like they were massive, and parts of them were destroyed in a battle or something. It's neat. Some of the derelict ones.
But just partnering with these massive space franchises for like ship concepts and all kinds of stuff.
A pipeline for designs and yeah. Hell, even make them
The
a
heck?
manufacturer in the game. They got enough manufacturers. It's weird. They got manufacturers that'll have just like 1 or 2 ships to their name.
Mm-hmm.
The Galilean Krugers, the Merlin, and the Archimedes. That ship we got for free for the referral thing.
Mm-hmm. Or like, what else could they do? Or like Star Wars. Give us like, bounty hunter ships, or like ships inspired by the Millennium Falcon, and like take ideas from that, like repair droids.
Mercury
And-
Star Runner.
Yeah. Or something like the idea just of a combat repair droid. How cool would that be to repair your ship in the middle of a fight, just like they're doing? Like, my kids were watching episode 1, and you saw, the repair droids go out on, the
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 little
Queen's
pit droid.
cruiser, and there's the pit droids, but also like the R2 the R2D2 like galactic star cruiser droids going out and repairing the ship mid combat.
And
My
putting out
son
fires.
lost his
that.
stuff when he saw that happen. He was like, "That is so cool," and I'm like, "I agree with you. That's pretty cool that they send him out there,
cool.
And he's like, "What happened to those other droids?" I'm like, "They're just gone, bud." They'll just get another one. He's like, "Well, but aren't they all special?" I'm like, sort of. Most of the droids don't last very long, so they don't become special. The unique thing about R2D2 and C-3PO is that they last a long time.
9 movies.
They manage to survive a lot of
9
things.
movies.
Yeah.
And 2 holiday specials.
Yeah.
Sorry.
As long as they don't bring back Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah. And
What,
like
you used to know like a Jar Jar?
which has long been an idea of mine, is to have
Used
a
to not knowing why you're not liking me.
a TV show that follows that's the perspective of R2D2, of like the people he interact. Like, he doesn't ever talk, you don't know what he's thinking, but you kind of like follow him around and you see how people interact with him. You see the people that he meets and the people that he serves, and just like all like there's so much content because it's such a cool character. But yeah, I just think that would be pretty sick.
My 2 robot vacuums are 3PO and R2.
Yeah.
I wish I could find a sound pack that I could upload that would make their sounds. My vacuum.
Oh boy, that's not good. Okay, we're just gonna stop with that now. Yeah.
You died, didn't you?
No, I was too close and I tractored something, and then it like
You
clipped
smacked yourself with it?
yeah, clipped the ship. We're
Ouch.
just gonna be done with that one. It's okay
Yeah.
over there.
I do that too. That happens.
I wish this thing had
What's
a.
annoying is sometimes you'll tap them and it puts them on like a permanent trajectory and they won't. You're like stop.
Yeah,
stop.
yeah.
trying to
Come
salvage
on. Trying to make money from you. Where did all these other debris go?
you. Quit being
Debris.
squirrely and running.
Where are the big wings that give me so much more? Because these little small guys are kind of a waste of time.
That's fair. All right, boy. Hey, look at crash. I will leave you to it.
What did Holyfeld move into a new house or?
New apartments. Just some. They're pretty. 24th floor up. A heck of a
Wow. Oh, that was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, they were built in the 60s.
Hopefully, had a freight elevator to get all this stuff up there.
They did not. We did it in the regular elevators.
Wow.
All right, buddy. I am out of here.
See
All
you
right, boys.
later.
See ya.
So you're a level 20 priest. What zone are you in?
21. I'm over near what is that? The elf area just off of Darnassus,
Oh, okay.
Darkshire
Yeah.
or whatever.
I played during Warlords of Draenor. That was the only time I ever paid for a subscription. I did Mists of Pandaria on what do they call those? Like, on a private server.
Oh, okay.
Because at the time I didn't have time to play forever, and I was like, and they had the XP modifier turned way up, so I could actually like still do a lot of the missions. It wasn't turned up too far, but it didn't take me months to get a max level character. It just took like a couple weeks.
Huh.
Of course, they shut those down eventually. But yeah, I did Warlords on actual server. It wasn't too bad. It was kind of like,
Oh, did Blizzard go after the people that were doing private servers?
I think they just shut them down. They did cease and desist stuff. I think it was just one of those things where they're like, yeah, you guys technically can't do that. And was like, well, you gave us everything we needed to do it.
That's
So,
funny.
but I just liked it because the XP was a little higher, and I could kind of like get into it.
Oh, they raised the XP on the game so you
Yeah,
can level faster?
Yeah, it just allows you to not have to like be. It wasn't so grindy.
Not as grindy.
Yeah, which I appreciated. I know some people are like, that's what they want.
I mean, I like some of the grind, but it can get tedious at times.
Yep. Well, that and you, I guess you're doing different classes.
Yeah. But
So that-
it's all classic classes. Yeah, none of the new classes are on hardcore. It's all classic stuff, characters.
Let's see, what else have I done? I played a ton of StarCraft back in my day as well.
Yeah,
I love
always thought I
StarCraft.
played a little bit of StarCraft.
I was like that and Warcraft 3, the original
You know,
MOBA.
Warcraft- yeah.
Remember the original mods for it? That's where where all these MOBAs started.
Mm,
You know, where you load in those custom maps.
right.
You pick your hero. Yeah. Dude, that so much fun doing that. Everybody's like, why don't you play League of Legends? It's like, because I played what that game started as, and it was way better.
My niece is into League of Legends. I never got into it.
Oh, like, it's kind of pay to win.
Mm.
Obviously, you can
Probably,
earn
yeah.
all the characters, but it's really hard to do well with the characters you start with.
Hmm.
I played it when I had Game Pass, because Game Pass gives you a bunch of like bonuses and stuff like that for it.
I feel like a lot of those games are going that direction, pay to win.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really pay to win, but it's like, come on, you've definitely given it an advantage. I don't know. And then now,
I'm okay with paying to get fancy gear and stuff as long as it doesn't impact the gameplay.
I'm even okay for like pay to expedite. Right? Because there's a lot of things that I would pay to never do again.
Oh, so you don't have to do the grinding. I get that.
Yeah, just like well, like in Star Citizen, if I could pay 5,000 credits to have the computer unload everything, I'd pay it every time. Every single time. It's the problem with games like this, and this happened with Elite Dangerous, is the first time you go in and you land a ship in a hangar, it's amazing. And then the
Right.
next 10 times, it's still
It
pretty
wears
cool.
itself out.
And then by the time you've done it 100 times, you're just like, what are we doing? It's such a burden.
Yeah,
You know-
it wears itself out.
Yeah. You know, and I get that that's part of the game, but it's just like, there's just things that you wish you can do, you know? But yeah, I mean, for the most part, is this stripped? This is already. But yeah, I'm all about like paying like campaign skips. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't want to pay per campaign skip. I don't know. There's just things that I like. I'm okay to pay to save time, as long as it doesn't give you a mechanical advantage against people who didn't.
Right. Yeah, that's where it gets frustrating. If you're doing like PvP and the other guys pay to get all the PvP gear and you've got nothing and you just get wiped every time.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of takes any of the fun out of the game that you could possibly have.
Did I already strip this one? Yeah, we're good. All right. Oh, this is going to be the one that's going to end it, I think. Let's see. What's up, Squirrel? How you doing, bud? What are you up to tonight? This is my like 6th day playing Star Citizen and first time like salvaging a whole, like I finally bought the ship. I did some cargo hauls and saved up a bunch of money to buy the ship. How are you, sir? I just wait for my shift in, then I might go home and hop in the game for a bit. We will see. Shift. Where do you work? You work in Seattle, armed security. Nice. You're probably one of those cool cleat certified peoples. You need to finish what I started with college and at least to pass. Yeah, that's good. You always gotta be careful with college to make sure it's worth it. I'm full. Okay, cool. Where is the space station? I need to set targets. Let's see, might go on. Political activists are cancer to our education system. I just want to learn how to work with computers and focus on math. Yeah, it's fair.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
All right, let's not crash yet. We got a full hull. We got a full dealio. So I got 23 SEU of salvage. If this is 100,000 credits, if that's really what it is.
Shield system online.
Okay, cool. Okay, and then let's go up here. Best of luck tonight. Hope you find what you're looking for and more. Well, it's the goal. I've had a lot of fun with the game. It's been a good challenge. No senseless deaths tonight, which is always helpful.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Gear up.
How do I
Do you
get
work at
to?
the same casino as those guys, or
Yeah,
okay,
I'm the AV guy.
the AV guy?
It's a pretty broad title.
Audio,
but
video?
Yeah. Basically, just watching over the sports bar.
Ah.
Which is fine. I enjoy it. It supports the family. Get good benefits. Good people to work with. I came from an awful job, so I'm very thankful for what I have.
Cool. Always makes the job easier if you like what you're doing.
Yeah, it does. It does. My last job was the company. I didn't mind what I was doing. It wasn't my favorite thing, but I was good at it. But the company I was working for was just awful.
Huh.
It was a blame culture, and it was just like I didn't want to do extra things for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there's only one freight elevator.
Do what you needed to do every day and go home.
Yep.
Whereas if they were decent people and they were nice to work for, you'd probably do a lot of extra.
100% I would
And
do
help-
extra.
Help the company improve itself and blah blah blah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I get all that. It's hard to be motivated to do well for the company when the company doesn't want to do well for you.
100%. Yep. And they didn't do a very good job of making me want benefits were
Incentivizing
okay.
Things, yeah.
Yeah, it was just like they were just incentivizing people to just keep making not good decisions. Well, let's see. Do people need to take pride in doing their job and start bringing dumb stuff? Yeah. Yeah. I get the gist of what you're saying there. All right. I think I have to load all this onto the cargo bay. And then I don't know how I sell it, but I would imagine. It's okay to have a difference of opinion. Just don't be a jerk about it. Yep, I agree. Or accept that you have a different opinion and have a conversation about it with somebody and learn about something new. I think that's what makes America incredible is the difference of opinion. Like, we stop being free when we stop allowing public discourse. That's my big thing. You just need to get it in your station and then go to a console to sell it. Okay, so you like that console there. Okay. Not everything has to be an us versus them. 100%. Everybody's always very confrontational about everything. No, at the TDD. TDD. I'm imagining that's it. Okay. So you have to go in the town somewhere. Do you like there? I think I don't know if there's a commodities thing here. I'll just have to look, I guess. I should have asked David that before he left. Check the admin. Oh, okay. There's like an admin booth or something like that. Trade division department or something. Yeah, okay. This is literally like my 6th day playing. First time doing a full salvage mission. Yesterday offline, I had a constellation for my free ship, and I did a bunch of cargo missions to make the money for this ship. My goal today was to make enough money that I could pay back David fully, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
He's not in a hurry for it, I'm sure.
I know. Hey, thanks for the follow, Nero Soldier. Appreciate that. Well, I always appreciate when people help, and the sooner I give it back, if he doesn't really want it, then he'll find somebody else that needs it, and it'll be great. Come on. Have to dip for now. Getting ready to drive home. All right, you catch you later, sir. I'm not sure how long I'll be on, but make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I stream most days. You caught me at a rough time, though. I'm about to go on vacation next week, and then I'll be out of town the following week. But there will be a couple of days streaming between those. So, but I stream 5 to 6 days a week. Well, 4 to 5. I'm trying to pull it back to 4 to 5. Any money donated usually goes straight to charity, because I have a job that pays well. Nano, are you playing right now? Let's speed this up a little bit. Let's go. You stream whenever I can. Monday and Tuesday are usually good. Anyway, hope you have a good time. Good night. All right. See you around, sir. Can't lock it, so it just stops turning on and off. How many more of these do we have? 7 more? Okay. go. Yep. You have another sub. Hey, thanks. Appreciate that. Oops. You know, they talk about how much different a ship pilots when it's full of stuff. And I definitely felt that last night with that Constellation being full. It's incredible to me that such a small ship holds so much. Okay, empty. What the heck is happening here? I thought I was gonna die there, chat. Okay, put it in there. Lower it down. You do not. You're not on Orison right now. Best place to sell RMCs on Orison. By the way, there's no auto unload button on the machine where the bot. I remember seeing that. I'll just sell these here for now. Because I will probably mine in a different spot or salvage in a different spot tomorrow. Oh, wait, no, I have to transfer them to warehouse. They're just sitting there, right? They're on the lower dock. Shoot. Oh, they are in there. Okay. It does auto unload. Okay. Okay. Let's go find this thing. Medical clinic. Easy Hab. Oh, there we go. Interstation Transit. Probably Galleria. Or is it in the refinery that I need to go? Food court. Kovalex. Decline. I wonder if it's in the refinery, because this again is... Oh, what can I sell here? Wait, what? Select sub... I don't understand how I... Shop does not accept the container size. So I like literally can't sell it? Is that what's happening here? Oh, cannot. Yeah, I literally can't sell it. Available cargo size 1 by 26. So how the heck am I supposed to sell this? Maybe it's not here. You get most out of your buck there. Yeah, I know. I just like I don't even think I can sell it here. Oh, I can sell it straight out of my vulture. Okay. Okay. So this, I don't think this is the right place. Kovalex shipping. Because it won't even let me sell it here. Let's see if we can find another. Maybe I need to be at another. No, this is all the people. I feel like that was the thing that I needed, though. I think the refinery is only going to let me sell ores, so that's not helpful. Live fire weapons. There's a bar. This is just inventory. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I should have. The problem is I can't carry it now. He's not in one run, so we may have to sell this at a later date, I guess. Which is really discouraging, to be honest. Can't even sell it. Can't even sell it. Like, is the commodities place the right place?
I don't know.
Yeah. I guess we go up to the refinery and maybe I can sell it there. The green things are here. That's food court. So yeah, we've explored all the way around. United Resource, what's this? Let me holster it. Come on. Oh, it doesn't. Something's happened. There it goes. All right, let's see if I can sell it in here. Ore sales, the refining and processing. I don't think I can do anything with it. Yeah, it's because there's no ore here, so this isn't going to be the right thing. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Two plays Major League Zone with a TDD. There is a TDD. Okay, so I just need to find that. That's what you were saying.
Someone from accounts, please contact management. Accounts, contact management. Thank you.
Location, I wish I was here sooner than I could say on time you need to sell or something. Yeah, it's fine. No worries. I'll sell it here. Next time we'll do better. I'm not super concerned about it. I just need to find, there is a scrapyard here. Or there's a scrapyard. But I don't know where it is. I gotta find it. To find. Is it upstairs? I don't think I went upstairs. Yeah, I did. Just rest, relax. This is where the weapons was. That's a ship thing. This is a scrap thing. No, this is clothing. Is there like a different place to land? Where is the TDD and Mike L1? Central Business District, Mike L1. Yeah. TDD will be on your left. Hurston Weapon Shop is on the right. Okay, so it's the other stairwell. I need this gets that. I need to get up to this balcony. Can I run through the bar? Maybe I have to go through the bar. No. Oh, it's probably something obvious. I wish you could like give yourself a waypoint inside a station and let it kind of tell you where to go. Where's this other stairwell? That's an elevator. I need to get up over there. I guess maybe it's over here. Stegman's, can I go in? Ah, here's some stairs. Bar, juice bar. Can I go back this way? No bar. No, I can't. This is frustrating. Okay. Locker room. What's this? It's supposed to be on my left, but there's no TDD here. This is a bar. This is not the right place. Hurston Dynamics Ship Weapon Shop is on the right, which is, I think, that balcony, but I don't know how to get there. Let's see. Oh, that's not there. That's in. I don't think there's stuff here. I'm gonna have to transfer it, I guess, from another place. We'll have to do that some other time, chat. Because I don't think I can sell it here. Yeah. So, well, it's good hanging out. I think I'm gonna dip, have a nice, just kind of finish up stream, and then dip for the evening. It's nice meeting you.
You too.
All right.
Have fun.
You as well. All right, chat. As sad as that is, I'm actually quite sad that there's no place to scrap this. I'm gonna look around here and make sure I'm not missing something like med bays, shallow frontier station. Where is the? Ask Google again. I just don't think it's gonna be there. Can you sell from? Refinery, deck store, medical supplies. Where's the TDD? Dancing Gallery, food court, burrito bar. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So, chat, let's do this real quick. Alright. I think that's going to do it for me. That's a pretty fun little experiment. We had a pretty good time salvaging. Met some new people. Can't complain about any of that. Saw some old friends. Talked with old friends. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Appreciate it. Should be back tomorrow. I'm just going to dip a little early tonight and hopefully enjoy a little extra rest. Thank you so much for being here, for being awesome. Let me know in the comments if there's other things you want me to try. I've been trying, like, my first, a week or so in Star Citizen has just been focused on all of the various gameplay. So turn that down. All of the different gameplay loops. And so that's kind of like what I've been focused on. But yeah, like I said, I think it's good for me. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being awesome. If you're brand new to the stream, make sure you hit the like, the subscribe, the follow button, all the fun things. And I will for sure see you next time. Catch you later. Bye-bye.